Hello there, and welcome to Gaming. Okay, hear us out. Doom Rhythm Game. Yup, you heard right. Today we're bringing you our first impressions of this headbanger of an FPS game, Metal Hellsinger. Developed by the studio The Outsiders, this game allows you to cleave through Hell's forests while also letting you listen to some sick riffs and growling vocals. This makes you feel like a total badass and will make any enemy you come across run to the hills. What more can you ask for in a shooter? So grab your trusty shotgun and let's take a trip through the highway to hell. Although we only got to play the first few hours, we did manage to get through a significant portion of the game. The game takes place south of heaven, Hell. You play as a mysterious soul known as the Unknown, as she goes through Hell to settle a score. As you know, with this being Hell, stuff happens, and Unknown ends up losing her voice. To escape this madhouse, she goes on a rampage through Hell and will stop at nothing until she gets her voice back, and also fulfill her goal here. She is accompanied by a talking skull called Paz, and they together must fight through the demon forces of Hell to get the big bad leader, also known as the Red Judge. So now that we got the gist of the story down, let's move on to the gameplay. The journey through Hell is a difficult one, and that's where the gameplay comes in. The game plays like the newer Doom titles, but with an added twist. You have to match the beat of the music to really do some damage to the demon hordes. The better you are at keeping the rhythm, the better you can seek and destroy your enemies. The game even has its own version of Doom's glory kill mechanic, where you weaken an enemy enough to do an awesome finisher to it. Matching it to the beat just feels so satisfying and really badass. With that, there are also lots of ways to help you with your rampage through the fire and flames. Aside from the first two weapons you get at the start of the game, which are your trusty sword and Paz, who doubles as a weapon that shoots projectiles, you can also unlock multiple weapons as you make your way through the levels. Weapons like the ever-reliable demon repellent, the shotgun, or bring out your inner cowboy from Hell with a dual revolver for some fast gunslinging action. Or even a crossbow that shoots out some explosive darts that deal AoE damage and really makes you feel like a master of puppets. All these tools have their own feel and rhythm to the fight, which really brings some variety to the game's combat, and it really makes you feel like the ace of spades. So yeah, give me more tools of iron, man. Yeah, okay, that's too forced. But we still need to slay the demonic forces. Sorry, all this talk of slaying demons is making us feel like we're down with the sickness. Okay, where are we? Alright, the gameplay. The game does a really good job at keeping you engaged in battles, but at the same time, not making the mechanics too distracting. Trying to keep track of the beat while also being aware of all the enemies around you really makes you think on your feet. This also comes with a really great way to appreciate the game's music and sound. Since you really have to listen to the beat of the song to get the most out of your damage, it allows the player to really listen to the music. Hearing the slamming of the drums, the heavy chugging of the guitars, to the amazing growl of the vocals just feels so good to hear as you match the beat to the music. Hearing the music change depending on how well you do in the game really shows how much love they put into the music of the game. It honestly just makes us feel very mesmerized. And now we save the best part for last. For the overall music and sound, all we can say is, it's freaking amazing. Just being able to fight hordes of demons while having a symphony of destruction to accompany you just feels so good. Hearing the vocals kick in as you go on a rampage makes you feel really pumped up. This is due to the fact that the vocals you are listening to aren't just from some random metal band. Some very big name metal artists lend their talents to the music in the game. From artists like Alyssa White Blues from Arch Enemy, to Matt Heafy from Trivium. Although we didn't get to reach the later stages, there are songs from some metal legends like Randy Blythe from Lamb of God, and Serge Tankian from System of a Down. The game just has so much great talent working on the music. As for the sound, the fast-paced shooter gameplay just works really well with the rhythm game template. Hearing your shotgun shoot and cock to the beat of the song, to hearing your revolvers reload to the beat as well just feels incredibly satisfying. You'll feel really immersed in both the world and the music as you mow down the armies of Hell to the beat of the song. Metal Hellsinger is an amazing game that really needs to be experienced if you're a fan of the metal genre, FPS games, and rhythm games. The developers really did a great job of blending all these aspects together to deliver a game that is both addicting and incredibly fun to play. So what do you think about Metal Hellsinger? Are there other unique rhythm games that you want us to cover? Let us know in the comments below. Until then, this is Game 8 Information Station, signing off.